bonsoir, good evening. Soyez le bienvenu dans notre programme de 20h chez vous. Vraiment, aujourd'hui, c'est spécial. Today, it is a special. Comme on dit toujours, 20h chez vous, c'est votre programme que vous aimez très bien. Ezo Sepelisabino, Ezo Sungabino, Mozo Tanga Makambo Ebele. Et je sais que là où vous êtes, vous avez le tasse de thé. Puisqu'on est en hiver, tassi à soupe, et vous êtes là dans votre divan en train de se relaxer, et je sais que maman boss a déjà dans cette position-là déjà. Alors, je vais m'introduire tout rapidement, puisqu'on a commencé un peu avec le retard, on s'excuse, on ne va pas toujours manquer à s'excuser, mais on doit toujours le faire. On s'excuse pour le retard, mais on va s'y attraper. Voilà, notre programme qui est sponsorisé par Omart UK, c'est notre charité locale qui est ici à Manchester, spécialement ici à Salford, qui travaille en collaboration avec Venix TV, qui est à Life Changing Channel. Là, je vais m'introduire. Moi, c'est Maman Prudence et rapidement, in my right side, I've got my Elisabeth.
Bonsoir.
Alors là, j'ai une personne que j'ai toujours appelée Mobundelia communauté. Voilà. Maman Benita.
Bonsoir à tout le monde. Maman Benita, Bentou Molomingo, BBL et puis très vivant de Manchester.
Voilà. Là, nous avons une personne spéciale. We have one special guest. Motumoko spécial à t'inviter, Lélo. Je vous encourage là où vous êtes, prenez le cahier, les bics. Lélo est ma cambo class. Learning. Okay? You need to understand what is the topic about, and you need to come back with the feedback about what you have learned. So, I'm going to my right hand, my left, sorry, and I've got one of the special guests. His name is Mr. Sunday. Even I have introduced you, but you still have to introduce yourself.
Thank you very much.
Introduce yourself again. People can know who you are.
Okay, thank you very much, viewers. I want to thank you for inviting me to the program today.
Je vous remercie de m'avoir invité dans ce programme.
So my name is Sunday Aderibibe.
Moi.
So sorry, I know it's very difficult to pronounce the name. Just say Sunday Aderibibe.
Oh my God. Donc appelez-les seulement Monsieur Sunday.
At least you can remember Sunday. At least you can remember Sunday.
Yes. Rappelez-vous seulement avec le Monsieur Sunday. Voilà, c'est notre invité spécial qu'on a aujourd'hui, que nous sommes en train de parler de notre topic. Je crois que dans notre fly, vous avez vu ça, on a un peu légèrement changé par rapport au programme qu'on avait sur Mental Health. On a mis le programme d'aujourd'hui puisqu'on a trouvé que c'est très important. Le thème, c'est investissement. Non, mentalité d'investissement. Je crois que j'ai bien interprété Maman Bébel. Mentalité d'investissement.
Je crois, oui, mais
Investment mentality.
Yeah, Maman Président nous demande de parler en anglais. Speak in English.
English only.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's why she meant. I think so.
Merci, Maman Président. We're going to try, but where people can ask us questions, I think we'll be obliged to please our view as well so they can understand what it's about. Yes. Donc, notre topic d'aujourd'hui, c'est investissement, mentalité, investment mentality. Investissement de mentalité. Donc, je crois que là où nous sommes, on a tous compris. Mr. Sunday.
Thank you.
You have introduced yourself. We know just as a Sunday at the bridge. Who's the Sunday at the bridge?
So Sunday at the bridge is the CEO of Entrepreneur Breed, the company that helps people to create, manage, and multiply their money through investing in property around the UK and in some part of Africa. So we have been helping a lot of people here in England to make money and manage and multiply their money. So we started our company in the last 4 years, and we have helped over 70 people to achieve what I call wealth in this country.
That I think that you need to break step by step, because there's many people who are not understand really strong English.
Okay.
The English is very little.
Okay.
So I wish that you can go step by step. As you say that you are CEO of company.
Entrepreneur Breed. So Entrepreneur Breed is a company that helps people to make, manage, and multiply their money.
Help people
To make, manage, and multiply their money through investing in property here in the United Kingdom and in some part of Africa.
Which part of Africa exactly?
So we are in Nigeria, we are in Lagos, Nigeria. We have our office as well in Lagos, where we help a lot of people as well to do the same thing we are doing in England. When we are planning later next year to get to Accra, and then we are working to see if we can get to Kinshasa to help a lot of Africa too, to become house owner and to use property to make money.
Mr. Sunday, you say that how many years is your company has been existing?
So we've started since 2017. And before 2017, before 2017, before I started the company, I used to be a financial service consultant. I used to work with various banks here in England as a contractor. I work with the Bank of America. I work.
That is a Citibank.
Yeah, Citibank here in London. I work with Commerce Bank in Germany. I work in ING Investment Bank.
Wow, that is a lot of banks.
Sure. So
how many years have you been working in all those banks?
I worked for 16 years throughout my banking year before I started the business. I used to work as a contractor for them. So I work on a fixed-time contract. Once one contract finishes, I move to another contract.
That means being a contract is mean you are temporal. You are not
you are just like a consultant to the bank. So we go there to go and do a consultant's work for them for a period of time. Once that one finishes, another bank will take us. We work for them. We move.
How did you step in? How did you get into investments?
Okay.
Was it always like your interest within finance?
Yeah, so I'm originally from Africa, from Nigeria. So when I finished university in Nigeria, I started my first work in a chartered bank in their investment arm. So when I moved to England, when I finished university here in England, I continued the journey to be working with investment banks. So I just, when everybody is focusing on other things, I focus mainly on investment bank. So I help banks to make money then. So, and they give me opportunity to go to school, greater school around the world. So they gave me opportunity to go to Harvard University
in America
to study. So they give me the opportunity to go to Oxford University to study as well. And I use everything that I studied in the school to bless all the banks.
So it seems like when you say in all those experiences, you've been doing so well. And it seems like you have a lot of opportunity. Going to Harvard University, Oxford University, it's meaning like you've been financial, you've been so well.
Yeah.
So I just wondering why you come out from working to be consultant from the bank, because I know as consultant, contractor, you say that you've been contract. You fix your own wages, is it?
Exactly. You get it.
Yeah. Donc, you're the one who tell them how much they have to pay you.
Yes,
That's
yeah. Yeah. So my last contract, for instance, I work with a Japanese bank. They call it Nomura Investment Bank in London. I was £700 per day.
Per day?
Per day on my last contract. So, but how did I leave the place? After you've been working for some times with different...
I want you to pause a little bit there.
Okay.
I want everybody to listen to this. Because this is very important.
Benita can translate as well.
Yes. Mama Benita, can you translate it? This is very important. Because this is a person who's been working as a contractor, c'est-à-dire que tu es indépendant. Avec beaucoup de banques qui gagnent beaucoup d'argent. C'est-à-dire qu'il pouvait être à l'aise, il ne pouvait pas vraiment se soucier de quelque chose. Donc, nous voulons comprendre quelle est l'idée qui l'a poussé de laisser un endroit qui gagnait beaucoup d'argent pour devenir indépendant. Mr. Sade, you've been earning quite good. You've been enjoying traveling around the world.
Yeah, I did.
All the honors and everything, he's been on your side. So tell us why, that regardless that position and all the privilege, you just decided to leave everything.
And start your own.
And start my own business. So thank you very much for this question. So you will get to a stage in life where the money will not be the problem. The money will not make sense to you, even if you are getting £1 million. So you will see that there is a need for you to move out. So to make an impact to the world.
Can you repeat that, please? That's very important.
You know here we let people.
I can. So you will get to
spiritually is what I'm going for. It's a message God is telling me, but you come and confirm it.
Yeah. So that is it. So you get to a stage where you look at it. The money that you're going to be getting will not make sense to you. You want to do something more bigger. More impact. I remember my last days when I was working as a contractor. In front of me, there is a clock there. I wake up 12 o'clock every day. Every day, 12 o'clock. Even if I sleep 11:45, I still wake up 12 o'clock. And the Spirit will be telling me that what they've sent you to come and do, you are not doing it. Everything that you are needed to do what they've sent you to do, they've given you to you, you are wasting off. So I have that burning desire in my mind to say, what is it that they sent me to do? So while I was working as a contractor, I have a lot of people to enter into this contracting. I train people at home. Some people, because I traveled, some people will come and wait for me. That weekend I'm supposed to spend with my family. They will wait for me. I will take the time to talk them through. This is how we do it. Prepare the CV and everything, and they're all getting job. So the stuff was just telling me, no, what you have sent to do, you need to move further. So I was, okay, what do you want me to do? So, but I used to come to television and to Facebook those days to give people insightful topic about how people can start business, entrepreneurs, I give them a lot of integrity, time management, So I start doing that. So in the midst of the whole stuff, I take it outside my living room. I do seminars in London. I invite people to come to the seminar. I do seminar in Glasgow. I do seminar in Manchester. And I spent a lot of money for this seminar without people not paying anything.
So you mean that every seminar you used to organize, everything used to come out of your pocket.
Out of my pocket.
Donc, nobody had to contribute.
Nobody contributed 1p for me when I was doing the seminar. They will come, they will eat. I will invite cameraman, invite a lot of people to come to the seminar. They will not eat. They will eat. Nobody paid anything. So I will get home at night. I look at how much I spent. I spent £4,000 to get the all to, you know. I'll be crying. And the spirit inside will be telling me that, have you been to, do you know a photographer? If you go to the market to go and buy a big camera, that you won't know who is going to pay, but you just buy it. As time goes on, people will now start calling the cameraman. They give him £200, £300 to recoup his money. So what you are doing right now is you are paying, you are buying your camera. A time will come, you'll be sitting down, which is what is happening now.
So buying a camera is meaning you're selling yourself.
You are investing.
You're investing.
You're investing into yourself. You are investing into yourself. So a time will come, people will now start calling you. So which is what is happening right now. So if you go to my page, you'll see there is a lot of demand. Next week again, I'm going to be in another place. So here, they've called me here to come and be helping people, to give people knowledge about how to create wealth. So that was what I did. And from there, that was, I did one seminar. The person that I invited to come for the seminar did not come to talk about property. So I have to do the property myself.
Did you have any experience and the knowledge about the...
I don't have any experience as of the time. The only thing that I do is all the money that I get in contracting, which is what we're going to talk later, I use it to buy houses. So, but I know all the process. So when the person did not showed up and he sent me the presentation of what he wants to do. So I can do all these things, and I took the people. A lot of people just start asking me questions. People start telling me I want to do. I did it for free for some time. Some people will say, come, Oga Sunday, take 5,000.
Wow.
For helping me to buy my house. Some people will bring flour to say, take.
Thank you.
Thank you. Some people will buy shirts and say, thank you. So that was where I now thought, the Spirit just tell me,
wow,
this is the business you have.
So how important is it for people to sometimes recognize, so in order to even make a step, if you're starting something yourself, because you left a comfortable, well-paying job, and then you start spending your own money to get yourself to that next level. How important is it for people to understand that you have to take that risk?
So the one thing I want to tell people is you must listen to your inner mind. That is what we call God mind.
Can you translate that?
Papa zoloba wa makamba zoloba eza makamuke na kawa lobina koyoka mutu na yo akati homme intérieur azalaka kati na foko yoka kai mingi. Parce que makambo ya sali a rencontré a ezaki azoyoka ka homme intérieur na yepo atiki bisika o azalaki à l'aise na mbongo wa koka kozwa mbongo mais ko aye bisika o il faut a aider sikoyo bato. Donc tozo tuna Elisabeth abe ezape moi risque. Yango sikoyo lobi sikoyo importance vraiment eza nini pona oyebisa bato po ezape risque o ya technique sikoyo lo azolo ba qu'il faut ko yoka homme intérieur na yo.
Merci beaucoup.
Et puis avant tant azaki na msala na ye alobi azoi abane kozwa mbongo mbele ndenge alobi azaki na ye na mbongo na aza contrat ye moko azoyebisa bato bon ozala besoin na ngai il faut bofuta ngai talo donc abane kosala mbongo na ye mais alobi eloko moko ebane koyebisa na kati na ye ezoyebisa ke c'est pas ça suffit donc eloko moko ben
tu ne fais pas ce que je t'ai demandé, je t'ai appelé de faire. Donc existence na yo na ozana eloko yonga na linginde yo osala. Eloko yo osala, ce n'est pas ce que moi je veux que toi tu puisses faire. Tu es en train de faire autre chose. Et alors à chaque fois il comprenait cette parole là qu'il lui disait. C'est pour cela il avait décidé de commencer à organiser les séminaires. Les séminaires séminaire pour na kopesa ba tutorial ya ba makambo ya bambongo ba makambo ya comment que il faut ko gérer ba finance bisika nini il faut ko kotisa mbongo na yo jusqu'à ce que akomaki na niveau ya makambo andako c'est que nous allons arriver puisque ce qui nous intéresse ici comment investir et comment les histoires d'acheter les maisons comment prendre le mortgage comment commencer tout ça puisque on est devant quelqu'un qui est vraiment bien expérimenté vraiment c'est ça ce que je voulais dire donc abandonner pour investir. Thank you very much. We just translate. Mama Lisa, do you have anything question you want to ask?
Yeah, just you were just explaining that you know, you took that risk no matter, you know, you left your job which was well paid, you know, you were self-sufficient and everything, and you took the risk to start something for yourself, and you had to spend. Which is something that most of us are very fearful of doing. We'd rather stay in our comfortable jobs, knowing that there's a salary coming in and we already know what to do. But yet, even if we are talented, very few talented people are able to leave to make that step and take the risk to even spend money of their own pockets so they can move on and, you know, become big. Or,
Yeah, so I just, you know, so I have a wife at home. When I told my wife that I'm leaving this job, she said, "Are you crazy?"
I was about to come to that idea. I was about to say, what about your wife? She did support you.
She said, "Are you crazy? So are you crazy? So you are doing good. You are doing good. Look at your house. See how big your house. See your car. See, you know, so why are you disturbing yourself?" But I just told him that, come. I told her, come. I have to do what I have to do. So there is the enemy of good. The enemy of best is your good.
Come again with that.
The enemy of your best is your good. So if you don't fight your good, you cannot enter your best. So what that means is that if you think you are doing good today, wherever you are, you can still be better. And if you think you are doing better today, you can be best. And the world is waiting for you. So that was why I told her, I said, I started from a place where there is nothing in Africa. So for the first 27 years of my life, before I come to England, I don't have a room to myself. So I struggle myself throughout to go to primary school, secondary school, university in Africa. So if I can do that, the worst cannot happen to me more than that, than me not moving forward. And that was when I said, okay, no problem, but I don't tell you that I'll note it, that I have told you my own. Your woman is beside you to give you...
To support you.
To give you direction, support. Me, I've told you. So if you're hungry, I won't give you food. So she said it. I said, I will not be hungry. Don't worry. And I took I don't want to call it, I took the step.
Decision.
The decision. So if you have called to do something, you don't need to worry. So once you have your inner mind, you have what we call God mind, and your God mind is telling you, dash into it. Every provision you need will be provided for you.
Amen.
You know, you have spoke about something here. I want to go back, impactation. Impact. Because you say something that money, regardless how much money you have, money does not no more make any sense. You wanted to impact. You come from a Nigerian community. As we know, Nigerian community are always people who are very strong, hustling for the money, looking for the things like that. Coming with this idea within your community, because you say that it was, I know that Elizabeth did ask more or less the same question. It was welcoming by everybody. Did you find everyone was in a need about your support, your impactation?
Yeah, so when I stepped out, that is when I now find out that is a lot of people don't know anything. You understand? Because we we have good job, we can buy houses, so people don't even know. a lot of opportunity that is with us in this country, and part of is what we're going to be explaining later as we go. So when I stepped out, that was when I now understand, because I think when I was doing it, I don't always think about myself. I think about leaving a legacy, making sure that everywhere that I've worked today, if I call them that I want to come back, they will say come back. I always think about society, so making impact, making changes, and I have it in mind that we have a limited, a very limited life to live. So you need to quickly do what you have to do.
Yes.
So what you have to do before before the time moves on. So if you look at it, this is the next few years now. We're going to move to another new decade. Another new leader is going to come. Another set of people. So if you don't do what you have to do right now, you'll see that the decade will go. So those are the things that keep me driving, that I want to drop something before my time expires, and I want a lot of people to benefit from what I've sent to do.
I like that spirit. You want a lot of people to benefit from what you have sent.
So as a matter of fact, the business, if you are listening today, I've set out to train about 1 million people to become a billionaire in this country. So we are working on the journey to make sure about 1 million people become a billionaire so in this country. So it is not about me. It's about what we want to give to the society. Where we are coming from, they put a lot of people in poverty just so that they can able to manipulate them. But if a lot of people is liberated, look at us here in Europe, you see, nobody where we are coming from can talk any rubbish to us because our eyes is opened. So if you have more money, it will be easier for us to be able to influence the government positively. Even where we are living here, if you have a strong base, it's easier for us to influence the policy, which is where I'm going. So those are my own school of thought, and that is what I'm working on to make sure a lot of people are benefiting from it. So you might ask me, I don't want to become a billionaire. Some people will say, I don't want to become a billionaire. But what I'm trying to let people understand is, if you want to become a thousandaire to 1 billionaire, the opportunity is there for you. So we are here to train you so that you can be financial freedom, financial sustaining, so that you can have a voice. So we need to have a voice. Wherever we are, either we are here or where we are coming from, we need to have a voice. And that is my own message that I've been taking around in the last 4 years that I've started this journey. And I can tell you that yesterday has never been better than today.
That's right.
I've got one question. So you clearly notice a gap because you're working specifically with the African community. So you notice what made you spot that gap, and while you were still working with the banks and stuff? Was it something where you thought, you know what, I'm going to all these countries, or I'm working with all these different Western countries, well-developed countries? Was it like you noticed that there were not many African people who were getting involved in property investment, or and you thought maybe that there's something that is missing there, and you thought, let me get into this? Was that part of your...
So in fact, when I've started, as I've said earlier on, I was asking God, where do you want me to go? What do you want me to do? So when I was...
Can I intervene in that area? You are Christian?
Yes, I am.
Christian born again?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is about you are Christian. What about for the people who are not Christian? Because you involve as well God on your decision to ask God for the guidance. What about for the people who are not Christian?
So for the people that are not Christian, and that is why I've been very cautious to use Christian, God. That's why I've been asking your inner mind.
Yes.
So you have a spirit living inside you. So you have a spirit, you have your own God, you have your own institution that will be telling you what you have to do. So if you listen to your institution, they will direct you right and say, this is the way. Don't go this way, go this way, do this. So if you don't have that institution, the way I always tell people to do is look at some pattern that works in your life and pay attention to it. If you pay attention to it, you will see how the tuition will be directing you. You will see that some people in their life, you will see that they do certain things, certain way. Some people, they cannot stay in a place that is dirty. So they will want to, like, if this place is dirty, they want to clean it. That is their institution telling them that the problem you have come to solve is to make sure your environment is clean. So if that kind of person starts a cleaning business, he will not be tired. Yeah? So he will not be tired because that is what he's sent to do. Every one of us, we are sent to do one thing or the other. So what you are sent to do is different from what I'm sent to do. We call it in purpose. So for you to understand that purpose, you will see that there are some things that you have. Some people, if you put them now, they can run from morning to night. You see them running. So their own purpose might be for them to be an athlete. So some people can talk from morning to night. So their own purpose might be becoming a broadcaster.
That's one is even my dream.
You understand? So there's nothing. So you have to listen, as you said. So that is why I don't always like to use God, so that people that don't believe in God will not, will not be carried away and say, is it a church thing? This is not a church thing. This is our individualism thing.
That's very good. You have speak about the finance. I wanted to go back quickly to the finance. When you start your business, did you find yourself, or did you been forced to go to borrow some money to get a loan or?
Good. So when I started my business, as regards to I take a step at a time. So what I do is to increase my customers' database to understand, is this market, this thing that I'm doing, is there a market for it? So I started first of all by making sure I put a price mark to what I am selling.
Price
tag.
Yes.
So okay, for you to come to me, you pay 2,000, 1,000. So I now say, okay, if I can see 10 customers, that will give me 20,000. If I can see 20 customers, that will give me. If I get 50,000, this is what I want to use the money to do. So this is the part of the money I'm going to use to run the business. I'm going to use to run myself. So I now focus on getting more customers. So I go outside on internet. If I go to a party with friends, I don't talk anything about my business.
Okay.
Right. Usually people think that, when you're in a social environment, this is the time, this is the opportunity to advertise and to sell yourself.
Yeah, so I just sell myself. And if I so do what I'm telling, do you have a friend that can benefit from this? Do you have, so I can even tell you that if you give me a friend, I will give you a certain amount of money. So I'm not even small money. That you say you don't want to sleep and get somebody. And so when I start doing that, so that was when I start having this portfolio of the money. So now related to the question, the line of business we do, so we have to borrow money to do business.
Okay, that is where I want you to explain, why did you get it as a loan? Because there's a difference, which I find, there's a difference between loan and the credit, is it?
No, loan is a credit.
Is it credit?
Loan is a credit.
It is a credit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So another English for credit is loan. So, but
credit card is a loan.
It's a loan. They lend you the money.
Yeah.
Even if I give you money,
but there's some business for anybody that wants to go to business here in England. There's some business that they give what we call grants. grant is free.
Yes.
So
Okay.
I'm doing an event next month in I call it Wet Banquet in Holiday in Suffolk. So I'm bringing a lady. Government gave this lady £1 million.
I want you to lift Matt voice because this one you're talking about in the community.
£1 million, was it a grant?
A grant. They gave this woman, so she's going to come to that event. Because, so that is what we are trying to come here to tell people.
Wow.
And so to tell people that we need to wake up. Government gave this woman a grant of £1 million. So the woman starts a child minding business. I was speaking to the lady yesterday that how did this start? He just said almost the same thing that I'm doing, that he was an underwriter, insurance underwriter, and she's felt that she's not motivated and she likes babies, to take care of baby. And instead of her to be sitting down at home, when everybody is working, she will take their colleague's baby like a nanny. And that was what she was doing. And she now observed that I can turn this to business, exactly what I said. I said, really? So you are playing this, I see myself, it's repeated in her own self. And today, she has 18 child minding care in London, and she has 88 staff. And the government gave her £1 million. So what we are telling people that is watching us or looking at us is there is a lot of opportunity, but we need to start working on ourselves.
Obviously, to get to that point where you're getting that amount of grant, you have to have a track record. So, you know, it's very important to tell people it's not like I can just walk in and say, oh,
no, listen, you have to put the work to
I've got this idea.
You have to put the work to it. You have
just
to put the
so
work
we're
to
clear,
but
she
it's possible.
she obviously built her business first.
Exactly.
And to got to the point where she have a good track record, not just a very good track record, in order to be able to apply for the grant.
So grants, if I don't understand, loan and the credit are both the same. Loan, not credit, is a elokomoko. Grant is just they give you. You don't pay back.
No, you don't. You don't pay back.
Grant bafutakate. Ce qui olingi osali makambo na yo bien. Makambo na yo o consulter bato bakoko pesa yo conseil. Pona ko sala business na yo. Il y a la possibilité aussi que bakoki ko guider na nzela oyo gouvernement soki ke mbongo ekoki kozala o bazo benga grant. Mais wana eza biloko ke soki osengi advice. Eza te kaka yo moko telemi. Donc ndenge mama Elise aloyi koloba ke procédure moko ezali il faut ozala mutu moko ke crédit na yo pe eza pe bien. Soki bakuti na banzela détourner des fois ça peut être aussi un problème aussi. Donc ça c'est ça que je voulais expliquer pour bato ba comprendre grant, la différence entre crédit na loan na grant. Donc crédit balobi na loan ezelo komoko, grant c'est différent, grant ifuta makate. That I just want to ask a question. You work most with Nigerian communities.
Exactly, yeah, I do.
So tell me for now, we're going to move a little bit. You speak. We have spoke last time about buying the share. Now, financial people are struggling. You can work, you earn wages, but sometimes you end up at the end of the month, everything is not enough. So you did tell me that there's a possibility people you can sit home, is it? You can sit home and buy the share. And that share can also produce as well and bring you more benefit. I just wanted to understand because this is a things which, example, my own community, I know probably because you've been working with Nigerian community. They know these things much than us. Why? Because first you are English speaking, and these are things which you know more first with the vocabulary and the English. But where we're coming from, there are things which we're discovering. Sometimes we find ourselves we are behind other community because we are the things that we don't used to eat or we don't know, as you say, we don't know. I just want you to explain to us the share and what is it? Il y a share,
stocks.
Il y a share, il y a quelque chose, il y a quelque chose. No. I'm going. Okay, explain first the share. How is the share things working?
Okay, So thank you very much. So if you want to, if a company, a company that is a different type of company, there is a private limited company, there is a public limited company. A public limited company will tell you that I need money to do business, and I need a lot of people to come and buy into that company. What they will do for us is they will sell what you call shares. So that shares, they will say is 1 unit per, maybe 1 is equals to £1. So you can buy as low as maybe £20 or £30. So they accumulate all the money that everybody buy on the shares to do their business. So at the end of the financial year, they always have a 12 months that they will use that money for. So once they finish using it, they will make profit. When they make profit, you see that the number that you bought with them at when they are starting in January, they will now say, because you're giving us £50, we are going to give you what they call bonus share. But they're going to give you a share. They're going to give you what they call dividend first. Dividend is because you've given us £50 on this our share, we're going to give you additional £20 for the gain on the £50 that you put in the company shares. They can go forward and say, you know that shares that you bought with us, in the next year that we're going to go, we're going to multiply it for you. So now the £50 shares that you bought, in the following year is going to be £70. So that is how, you know, you start with £50, they'll give you another £20 to make £70 shares that they want to use in the new year. But they will still give you the money that accumulated to say, okay, because of this £50, we give you additional £20 more. So the more you now buy on that shares, the more money you will get. So, and that is what people use, they use shares for. So, but what I want to tell people that is listening to me, you need to be careful to know the kind of company you want to now buy. Because the risk there is that you can buy a company and the company can not make profit.
Or so bankrupt.
Or bankrupt. So that means your money is gone. So what I used to tell people is if you want to buy shares, which is the easiest way of starting an investment journey, make sure you buy a shares, a company that have a need that the society is looking for, like house, company that are into house, maybe transport, transport, food, all those kind of company. If you buy or you buy into social media, maybe Facebook, all those companies have their shares prices increases. So now, if you buy it, you might buy it at £1 or 50p. So the price will increases. So if you now need money and say you want to go to Kinshasa and you don't have money, you can go and sell it. You are not going to sell it at the price they are selling at the moment right now. So if it is, you bought it at £50, 50 pence, or 50 pence, if they are selling it at £1.50, you are going to sell it at £1.50 and get your money. So that is one way people use to invest their money.
So you spoke about obviously if you want to put some money into shares, you want to buy some shares, go to companies who are doing like electricity, housing, or obviously transport.
Or food.
But these companies obviously will be quite successful, and the shares aren't going to be that cheap. So how can people get started, like, you know, everyday Joe who doesn't get much and maybe can save, like, I don't know, 500 and say, this is the minimum that I can get the
advantage
started.
of this one you're talking about, you can start as little as £20.
Okay, so
£20. Tomorrow, you go to HSBC Bank, or if you are using Lloyds Bank, or you tell them that you have £20, you want to use it to buy shares. They will give you a lot of opportunity that they have. If you don't ask, you don't know. So if you tell them, they will show you the one that they have. Apart from that, they have some financial advisor that help people to buy. Even they help people to manage a lot of this.
I want to, yes.
Thank you so much for everything you are telling us here. For me, it's new. God bless you for coming. And you're from Nigeria community, but we are Congolese community. Then you're talking to African community, both African community and especially Congolese community, because our program are mostly followed by Congolese community. So Congolese community, you know, as we put our money in clothes.
I'm still coming there. I'm still coming there.
We put our money in Gucci.
In Gucci, I'm still coming there. I'm still coming there.
We put our money in clothes, in a luxury bag, Cabello, So in the house you buy, you decoration the house. That's how we spend our money. It's just now that we're coming to we start to think about investing, but in back home. So now some people, they are now opening our eyes. They start to invest, but back home. The problem we've got now investing back home is juju thing, witchcraft. Yes, witchcraft. So if we got to invest there, if you got to invest there, you build your house, you invest. If your investment become big, they kill you by poison or by witchcraft. If you don't have Jesus, they will kill you because of your own investment. So now we change our minds. We said that instead of investing there, we want to invest here. So now we are here. For us to invest here is new for us because we don't know. So for the community like us, tell us where can we start, please? Because I can already tell you that there's so many people that starting invest here taking mortgages. But there are so many people, they are still hesitating because they don't know the risk of mortgage. Because people tell them, oh, be careful. When you buy out, you take mortgage here. If your job finish, you're going to lose everything. In that case, people say, I'm not going to invest. So from what I told you, what advice can you give us? Where can we start to invest, please? In which area?
Thank you very much. So it's getting very interesting. So right now. So the problem that you said about the witchcraft is not particular to where we are coming from in Africa to in Nigeria. It happens at times. In fact, I myself was a victim of it. So
victim of what? What?
So my worst was when I first came in the last. I came to this country in September 2005. So I didn't go to Africa until 2010. So when I was going. You know, I was giving them the money to build the house for me. So when I got to Africa, so to see the house, I did not see anything.
You see that? See what I'm talking about?
I did not see anything. So I can understand your pain. So right now, what we always tell people right now, to create wealth is for them to invest in property. But people will say property is too expensive. But you start from somewhere. So we have just talked about shares. So you can even start a business and invest your money in business. You just heard me that I invest my money in business. But if you don't have business, you can't keep your money. There are three ways people do with money. They waste. Some people waste money. Some people save money, and some people invest money. So the majority of us from Africa we waste money, as you've said. So there is mentality where we said we want to talk about mentality. We have five types of mentality we have. So one mentality is what I call nomadic mentality. Mentality means what we are processing in our brain. I'm still quickly coming to your question because I know our time is going.
Take your time.
So the first one is nomadic mentality. This mentality means that we do what we call bandwagon. Today they will tell you that the work that is training now is security. All of us, we go to security pool. So they tell us tomorrow, it's cleaning. We all go.
China.
They tell us it's closed. We all go.
China.
So you can never see a doctor. To stay in a doctor, if you want to become a doctor, you spend maybe 5 to 6, 7 years. So for us to have wealth, to have money, you must stay in one place of your job. So if you think you want to become a nurse, believe you are going to stay there at least 5 years so that you can get good money. So if you come to England, believe that this is your place, not looking at one leg in Kinshasa and another leg in London. So you must stay in one place and build your life.
Thank you.
We don't have 2 lives, only 1 life. And life is meant for us to enjoy.
Yes.
So another mindset people have is consumer mindset. So this one, every money that comes, I will tell you that salary is never sufficient for us. It's never enough. If they give you 1.5, you finish it.
Yes.
You finish it. What do you use the money to do? Shop, 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 shop. So we need to stop that. The next one that people have is materialized mindset. Today they want to buy Gucci. Tomorrow they want to buy Y Saint Laurent.
Yes.
They want to buy Perf, Urbana. So no. And another mindset that people ask, which is people sit down on one's salary. So they don't think of starting their business. So now, the best one which you guys are now waking up with is this investment mentality. So to start investment, first, all this mentality that I'm talking about, you have to quench it. So you have to stop it.
Yes.
Mentality of moving from one job to another, wasting your money consuming, buying unnecessary things, so that you can have good savings.
Yes.
When you have good savings, it's easier for you to invest in property. So the reason why I have sit down in property, property is just the only asset that you see. When you buy stock, you won't see. They'll just put it in paper for you. But if you buy your house, you will live there.
Yes.
Even if you want to go to Kinshasa tomorrow, you can't. That is what we call equity.
Yes.
You take from the house and take it. Your house still remain there. And people that are saying that they will take the money from you, you are living in a place, you pay rent every month. And it's the same rent that you used to pay the mortgage. So please change your mindset.
Yes.
The TV stations have said they want me to come every week to come, and I will be coming to open your eyes on so many things so that you can invest. You see this power you have today, in next 5, 10 years, it's not going to be there anymore.
Thank you.
Anymore. It is where you put your money that you'll be looking.
Yes.
So investment mentality is a mindset that you'll be thinking of. If you get £1,000 today, how did I want to make it 3,000? How do I want to make it 5,000? Investment mentality is mentality that you'll be saying, I want to buy 10 houses in England.
Yes.
You know what? Something about mind? Whatever you conceive in your mind,
Hallelujah.
you are going to be able to do it.
Yeah, true.
So if you wake up tomorrow, just think about it that you want to buy a car.
Yes.
You want to buy a red car. Before the end of tomorrow, you will see almost 1 million red car on the road.
That's true.
So I want to encourage you. So that is it. So for you to be safe, it is more of property. And you can see that a lot of people that are wealthy in this world, they are into property.
Yes.
And they are not working for people. They start their own business.
Okay.
And the advantage you have right now is the opportunity is there in this country. They can give you everything you need, the support, the training to make you to be a success. We are waiting for you. So the world is waiting for you. So those are the things that people can. So for you to start right now, start saving your money. About saving your money to start investing in property.
Who can invest? Only
one second, I want to find how many minutes we have with Papa JC, because if he have to come again, so we need to know that, because there is a problem of investment which everybody needs to learn. Plus, il y a investir.
Yes.
puisque tozo parler apona investissement. To vandia wana bana na ba famille na biso na mboka oyo il faut toyeba ndenge nini il faut ko investir. Plus nini il faut ko investir. Il faut pe koyeba pe makambo ko comprendre pe makambo ko somba ndako. Puisque za bato baza pe na expérience. Ko somba ndako, ko comprendre pourquoi c'est nécessaire ko somba ndako. That is the one I just wanted to explain to people because the people needed to understand the way we're going before we land for now. I just want to find how many minutes Papa JC is giving us again because our time is running already. I'm supporting what Mama Benita she's saying about, but there's only one thing as well I want to contribute about the Congolese community. You need to understand that in the original we are not English speaking. Mm-hmm. And many of us, we did not learn in this country. And if it's coming about the, okay, what is the advantage? Advantage. We are not in the top list. We're becoming now. Because you have to know that English, when they're working, they have a common, they have English, they used to be European and the Commonwealth. And the Congolese, we're falling step by step. You understand? Mm. That is what I just wanted to add to what Mama Benita said. And another idea of buying the property back home, I wanted to explain as well. It's both good and the same style is not good. The reason I'm also taking your position, you say you cannot have one leg there and another leg there. Mm-hmm. You need to be in one place so you can be able to control what you have and to be in the charge. When you are here and you left the things there, sometimes it's difficult. But another reason, the main reason I have also tried to question people before I came here, they get property back home is because they believe that they don't stay long time into credit. And when they buy there, they can build quickly. And those buildings, they can start to rent them. Or they can set for the business, for the profit. So, which is different with England, that when you buy one house, conform to the income you have, because now we speak about income. The income you have is going to take you a long time for you to finish that credit. And even though you cannot being able to move from that house and to take that risk. Some people are scared because while you're taking here, you say, I don't use the word of risk. I'm using the word of decision. Step and the decision. Me, I'm taking as a decision. You take this step and you decide to move forward from that step. So I do believe that many people, they are scared of taking that step. So I want you to keep this in mind. For you, next time, we're going to discuss much more further about property because our vision now is also to encourage, to influence our own community to come out and to seize the opportunity which is on the table and to learn from other people who's been in that road ahead us. I don't know if anyone have a question, so we can close because our time is running out.
So quickly, so before you go, let me quickly, so that this question, it's good for you to have a property in Kinshasa or back home. But if you put your money where your eyes is, so if you put the money, the house you want to build in Kinshasa that you want to use to rent, look at how much is Kinshasa money. What do you spend there?
It's a Congolese. We have a Congolese money there.
What is the name?
We have a Congolese.
What is the currency?
Currencies we evaluate in dollars.
No, as in
what is the name?
Franc. If you look at franc to pounds, you will see that pounds is always go up. The house that you're going to build in franc, use in franc to build Congolese money that you're going to use, is not going to increase in value. The house that you're going to buy here, you can do the same thing to rent it. So in our company, we help people to buy one house, two houses that they will use it to rent to people to get this money you are talking about. And even in here, the money that you are paying rent, the house you are living here in England, you are paying rent, which is the same thing as the mortgage. So you are just giving the landlord the money. Either you are on council house or you have a private, you are giving them the money to pay the mortgage on your behalf. So understand what we are saying. Even if you want to build a big house in Congo, you can still take money out of this house that we call it to go and build.
Okay.
So, and if you want to rent, you can still buy here to rent and collect rent. And it's very sweet. So another another mentality of people is what I call entitlement or victim mentality. That is because I can't speak English. It's because I'm black. No. The opportunity is there for you.
Yes.
So it's not because you cannot speak English. It's not because you're a lady, or it's because my husband is working, or my wife. No, you have the opportunity.
Yes.
All you need to do, call, we'll give you the information, and they will get it happen for you. So you make a statement to people. I can tell you, the standard of living is becoming high. That you need to get additional source of income. I'm going to be coming more often to explain how this thing is working, so that you want you to be at the center stage. So thank you very much because of your time.
Very quickly, so in order to even buy your first property, it's usually it tends to be a 5% deposit. And obviously, depending on what type of property you want to get, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, whatever, depending on the price, that might be a low deposit, or it can be quite high, depending on what you want to get. So you get your first property, but once you want to get your second property, it's like is it 10%?
25%.
25%. So it's much, much higher than the first time. Usually, it's really even hard, especially when you're young and you still haven't got that job that pays million, or you don't have the bank of mom and dad to help you with that. You do everything, you sacrifice, if you want to say, to put your first deposit at, 5%, so you get your first property, and then you move up and you get a good job and you're paying decent money, you're just starting to get comfortable. So you start thinking, okay, now I want to, get my second property, but now it's 25%. What is it that people have to do to be able to achieve that 25%?
Okay, so what we do is when you buy the first house, we will tell you to slow down. So to start paying your mortgage, there is 2 types of mortgage we get for people. There is the one of 2 years, there is one of 5 years. So we can tell you that when you look at your earning, we can tell you to wait for 5 years. Or we can tell you to wait for 2 years, depending on your earning. So now, let's say you wait for 2 years. When we want to do the remortgage again for you in the next 2 years, we will go to the bank and look at how much is the house. There is a house that we bought in 2018 at 135. And when we want to do the remortgage in 2021, the house is now 210. How much has it appreciated? If you take 210 minus 135,
quite a bit.
So you take that money out when you want to do the remortgage to buy another house.
Right.
You don't need, but if there are some, if it is shortage, you can put little money to buy another one. So that is how we do, because the second one is always very difficult. And once the second one, for you to buy the one for the second one, they won't stress you too much because you already got a mortgage. So the only thing they want to see is that the house you want to use it to rent, is it going to bring the money? You only pay interest only. So therefore, if every month your tenant is paying £1,000, bank might be collecting $350. Now the interest rate is something else now, but before then, you might be paying $350 today, and then you collect $650. Imagine you have 10 houses, and you are collecting $650 on every. How much is that every month? $6,500 without you leaving your home. And that is how you're going to collect it for the rest of your life. So that is how it works for the second to the third to the fourth.
Can I ask a quick question? Do you have a house? Do you have a land property back home in Nigeria?
Yeah, I have property. I have property in Africa.
So you have a property in Africa?
Yes.
So is it profitable or you think it's not?
I won't say, I don't want to use the word profitable. You just feel, you just feel like I have a sense of fulfillment that at least I'm not here in vain. You understand? So I have that fulfillment that, okay, at least if they tell me to go to Africa today, I have my own house. So, but if you look at the money that is coming, is not compared to the one we have here.
Yeah.
So in Africa, we pay, especially in Nigeria, where we are coming from, they pay every year. So they pay every year, and they can tell you we want to collect 3 million, 5 million every year. Naira.
By the way,
Naira.
No.
And if you multiply it to England money, maybe it's less than £1,000 in a year. So for compared to when you have every month here, so if you have £6,000 that is coming every month, you don't need to work. You want to work because you want to work.
And so the people are there in Congo, in Africa in general. I mean, excuse me, I'm from Congo. I'm just because I'm a normal Congo.
She's speaking on behalf of Congolese community. She loves speaking on behalf.
So in the people, when we invest in Congo, the people who are there, if you tell them to give you money every month, they will never send it to you. When it becomes to send you the money, all the explanation. Oh, I did this. I did that story. So it's very...
So you put your... That's why I said, now you start putting your money where your eyes is. Where your eyes is, so that when the strength is no longer there, when the inflation of living, when I was doing this crusade in the last 4 years, I never knew that the standard of living would be coming too high. Now, when the England changed the interest rate right now, I'm talking to my tenant. I'm increasing your rent.
Yes.
I'm increasing your rent in the next 2 months. So you see that they are. So I'm passing it on to them. So, but if I don't have, they will be passing it to me. So the opportunity is there for everybody. Please, I want you to take advantage of it. So this country has a lot of information. Don't see because you cannot speak English, or you have this entitlement mentality to say you want to sit down on, what do they call it, benefits.
Income support.
So you are more than income support. You can become a billionaire. You can become a millionaire in this. So you can help people in Congo. A lot of people is looking for help in Congo. So you can be of help if you have money. So we are here to be of help for you, to open your eyes, so that you can walk into wealth. We have been helping a lot of people.
So in the last question, how do you, in your company, do you help people, you know, as now, like I said, we start now investing here. Yeah, we open our eyes to start investing here. We're starting by mortgaging. So, but the problem we've got, there are some people, they want to start investing in mortgage, but the credit record is bad.
So what
do you help the people?
So what we do in our company, so because we call it wealth creation company, we look at it individual basis. So we look at your credit record. We will tell you what you have to do right to get the record. We look at your income. If you are collecting £1,000, we will tell you if you want to buy the house, go and do this other job to it, so that you can get good pay slip. We help you to get the mortgage. We even help you to source the house. If you are in Liverpool, or you are in, we help you to go and look for the house. You tell us the kind of house you dream to live. We'll go and do everything for you to start the journey. So even this conveyance, we do it to make sure everything you get into your house and you start living happily. So a lot of people started with one house. Today with us, they have 7 houses. So 7 houses. So we are just there to help a lot of people. So we just channel people. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. So, and a lot of people have been blessed. In fact, in our community, we have a club that will tell you if you have £5,000, £2,000, we come together, we buy a land, and we build ourselves. And then we now use somebody that will need mortgage to get it. So it's a journey, but I will be coming here from time to time to open our eyes.
Thank you so much. We are blessed.
Wow, Mr. Sunday, I think like we have touched a lot of things in once, but by the next time, we're going to focus much more about mortgage, how to get a good, cheap mortgage, way to begin because the ship went a problem of credit record. My only point I want people to understand where we are about this, because this thing, so credit record, is very important within the community. It can be Congolese or other communities, because when we came here without of knowing the law, people have entangled themselves.
Some people collect credit card, they spend it and forget, because in Africa we are not used to it. But no problem. Everybody, no problem. Well, the only thing is, when I start this journey, you know, we used to talk to people, you are coming to a doctor. So if you're having a headache, don't tell doctor you have a backache, so that they will give you instead of headache. So if you come and say, this will tell you, okay, this is how you work. So people have what we call CCJ. We'll tell them this is how you will do it to clear your record. So to buy a house, it takes time, 6 months, 8 months. Start putting this money here, small by small. Start doing this, start doing that. Just listen, do what we tell you to do, and you see, at the end, you say, I thought it's difficult, it's not. But, you know, if you see somebody that give you direction, the journey is very, very straightforward and very shortened. So, and that is what we've been doing for a lot of people.
Can we have your contact? Where can people
we have his contact.
So,
no, in TV.
Okay, so if you want to contact us, our company is called Entrepreneur Breed, Entrepreneur and Breed.
Entrepreneur
and Breed. So we are on Instagram, we are on Facebook. And our telephone number, I don't remember the
You can contact Walmart or Phoenix TV. We will provide
for my own number is 078 25 38 1810. So that is my own personal number. Though if I didn't pick up your call, don't mind, I will call you back. Because my phone is always jam-packed. So, but I will be coming from time to time so that a lot of people can benefit. We want you guys, the community, to be able to make impact within the society.
Yes, amen. Thank you, Mr. Sunday. Also, Mrs. Sunday means Lumingo. So I'm Mrs. Lumingo.
You are welcome.
Voilà. We are at the end. We are so appreciative.
Thank you very much.
For you to be here, that was really, there's a lot to take here, a lot to learn, but I think we're going to go step by step, as I say. We will sit down and try to pick one at once and try to break. My only things I want my community to understand, if we could translate this in English and in French, will be very helpful, especially for people to understand, because there is no point to have somebody who speak things which is helping us and we don't understand it well. Especially when the things is coming about a bourse. I was speaking about bourse.
That's the word she forgets.
That was word I forgot. Bourse and share. This is the things we needed to understand. I know that share is like you plant your seeds. I don't understand a little bit. It's like a seed you put, but you need to make sure that you put your seed in a good soil. So if you put your seed in the wrong soil, there's a possibility that it's not going to come out, or it's going to come out with default. So that is what I was wanting just to say. Next time we're going much more to focus to advise the people from this share to try much to encourage people, people who are still in the beginning of their low income. And we go also straight to the mortgage. Mortgage people who've been living to property. Property.
So you have been living in council house for maybe 5-10 years.
Me, I've been there for 15 years.
You see, you've wasted 15 years that you're supposed to have used for your property. You understand? But it's okay. You can start wherever you are right now. But people don't make that mistake anymore. So start saving towards buying your own house, so that when there is no power, you can see something to fall back, so that you are not going to be fighting with your wife because of no money, or fight with your husband because of no money.
So we still fighting anyway. We fight for something.
That's what I said, because of no money.
Yeah.
So no money. You can fight because of any other thing, but not because of money. So not because of money, and you're going to be happy.
Yes.
You're going to, when you have, I have that joy when I first bought my house. I go to work in Edinburgh, and I come back at night. I see my big house. I saw my bed. So you are going to be fulfilled. And if you want to build in Africa, you can even get the money from it and go and build it in Africa as well. Okay. So that is my encouragement for us.
So people who live in housing association can also get mortgage?
Yeah. So it depends on the condition of the council house, the housing association. Okay. Some people might say that's what they call rent to rent, buy to rent, if it is possible. But if it is not possible, there's houses everywhere that we can help you to source. Source
even a new land they can
we can know, as I've said. So we build houses today. If not, because I can show you the one that we do in the city, we build houses from the scratch for people that people buy as well, so that you can. So don't be scared of mortgage. It is the same. The rent that you pay every month to your landlord is the same money that you pay to the bank.
Yeah.
So understand it. So nobody will take you out if you don't pay the rent. You understand? It's the same thing. The bank will give you time to pay back the money, so that you can become a house owner and be happy that you make impact in this country.
Yes.
Voilà, nous sommes à la fin avec notre émission. Je sais que vous avez eu des problèmes puis à comprendre l'anglais, Naïbi.
Pourquoi je pas interprété?
Non, Maman Benita, on peut interpréter prochainement, donc on s'arranger bien, on a interpréter, puisque les habiletés que c'est nécessaire et puis important qu'il faut toyoka yango, non seulement toyoka, il faut te comprendre yango, puisque ceux qui te comprennent yango, ils peuvent permettre à biso facilement pour toti yango l'application. Donc, je ferai des moyens que prochainement, tous les fils que eloko moko à des times, oyo tokopona tokosolola comme ça, to vandeli yango, peut te interpréter pour que tous attend et belete. Pour le moment, on s'arrête là. On nous a donné 1 heure et 1 heure, on a débordé, on ne doit pas en abuser. Vraiment, je remercie beaucoup Lisa. Lisa, thank you very much. Your contribution was so, and your English. Voilà, poto. Maman Benita, merci beaucoup. Question na yo, on a une question très capitale. Il y a credit record. We're going to go back to the credit record again. Mr. Sunday at the bridge.
Hey. Well done.
Thank you very much for all the tutorial. My syllabus, my portfolio, my notebook portfolio is completely packed. But I have to go deep and try to put everything in order. Encore une fois, merci beaucoup Venix TV. Merci beaucoup Walmart UK. Moi, c'était Maman Prudence. Je suis seulement simple Maman Prudence. Alors, bonne soirée à tout le monde. À tantôt.
Tunanganile, yawe na opando sango. Tunanganile, yawe na opando. Salinga bola mulokola moto akananga kala. Yawe na opando. Ezomonda na tina miso kokanga mai. Yawe na opando sango. Oya boyenga na kobomba ango wapyo. Yawe na opando. Bola bola mulo Yesu na zabakete. Yawe na opando.
Cette vie quotidienne, chacun de nous a sa référence. Une idole ou un modèle à suivre, celui qui pour toi est infaillible. Moi j'ai choisi ma référence. Moi j'ai choisi ma référence. Jésus.